Welcome to the Candid Corner.
Ball from a Harvard student, just had the balls to do it. Ball from a Harvard student, just had the balls to do it. Ball from a Harvard student, just had the balls to do it. Ball from a Harvard student, just had the balls to do it.
Welcome to the Candid Corner. It's real talk over here every day. Man, you know what it is. We talk Knicks, Mets, Giants, poker, hip-hop, barbecue, everything. We get it in. No agendas though. It's real talk. It's the Candid Corner, baby. Welcome to the Candid Corner.
What's happening, y'all? What's going on? It's your main man, Coach Fa, back in the building. It's that time again. Hey, y'all. I'm smiling because we got a great show for you this week. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. I appreciate the fact that y'all do, give me that love and check me out and listen to my opinions week to week or as it varies. Especially big shout out to my Knicks Twitter crew. Everybody follow me on Twitter. Definitely at Fahim Insurance. If you're not following me, please do. We got some big things going. So just strap in, hold tight, and I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I just got the old school grooves up in the building. Alright, y'all. Just getting back into it. I love them joints, man. You gotta love them joints. Alright, so before the break, I said that today was a big show, and it really is. Not only are we going to touch on the Mets mess and what's a gone there, man. Oh, my Lord. But we also go jump into next week and the draft lottery, because there's a lot of news there. There's a lot of big speculation and a lot of things happening there, so we're definitely going to touch into that. I got a big surprise for y'all. As some of y'all may know, that college football has made some very interesting decisions today. So what we're going to do is, I actually got the honor of having my man, Jay Stevens, of the Jay Stevens podcast. If y'all ain't on, get on. He on Spotify doing it nice and big, you know what I'm saying? He actually blessed me with his thoughts on the situation, so this is going to be one of the first. I'm actually going to let him handle that segment live and direct via video, of course, on Coach Fa's Candid Corner. Also, I got a feature coming up from my main man, Kieran Pruett. Another, blessings. People just contributing and adding on and giving their perspectives just helps make a show even better. So, I'm really looking forward to dropping those on you and your reactions, of course. And again, keeping that whole collaborative vibe just going in together, you know what I mean? Great stuff, great information. Also, I wanted to give a big, super big shout out to Chris Lebron and his new Off the Ball network, filled with writing contributors, podcasters. It's an alliance of marvelous, talented people, and blessing. I'm glad to be a part of. It's official. I am a part of the Off the Ball network, and I'm actually going to have Chris himself hit you guys up and talk a little bit about the network and what it's going and what we're going to be doing there in the future. So a lot of things going on, guys. As I told you, seat belts. Let's get it on. It's your main man, Coach Fa, the Candid Corner. Talk to you soon.
What's going on? This is Chris Lebron, host of the Off the Ball podcast and founder of the Off the Ball network. And I'm excited to finally launch the new Off the Ball network, and I'm also excited to be working with a bunch of guys that I really trust and that just create such incredible content. And I'm excited to have these guys aboard, podcasters, writers. It's something that I've really wanted to do for a while now, and just instead of rushing into it, I told myself, let's learn, learn, and just just see how it would go to run a network. So I learned from other networks, and working for one for a little bit, and just understanding how to create content, create a environment where everyone's voices will be heard. One thing I like about the network is that I don't own anyone's content. Everyone's, the reason why I chose the people that I've chose to be a part of this because I love their work. And so I let everyone be free, do what you want. You have creative freedom of your stuff. A lot of the guys do some great work covering all sports. Right now we got football down packed, NBA. We got a good bunch of guys, including myself, who do a good job covering the NBA. And we're always looking to expand and grow, and with time, good things are going to happen for this network. I'm really excited about what's in store for the future for the network. It's something that, like I said, it's been a passion of mine. It's something that I've been wanting to do, but like I said, with time, didn't want to rush into it. But I felt like over the last, I say, month and a half or two, I've been really strongly thinking about launching it, but just had to make sure I had the right people around me. And I felt like when I launched it this week, Sunday, I felt that was the right time. And like I said, I have Jeff Hunt and Mo Murphy as my two right hand guys. Those are my VPs. And it's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun venture. I'm learning every day as we go. I trust the guys that are working for me to go out there and be creative and produce just great content, whether it's writing articles, whether it's podcast, whether it's YouTube, whether it's whatever kind of content my guys want to produce. I feel like I got the guys to really take this to the next level. So I'm excited about this new venture. A lot of sleepless nights trying to make sure that the launch would go accordingly, and it went as well as I could possibly can envision it to go. So I'm excited about that. Excited about the future. Excited how the website is going. How excited about the guys. Some guys are already, have already benefited from the network. So that's also good. Broadening everyone's horizons is something that I'm very excited about, and everyone reaching their goals of whatever they want to do. So I'm excited about this, excited about the future, and looking forward to working with more people, with the guys I have, and just going out there and having somewhere where people can go and check out some dope podcasts and some dope articles, and just really just enjoy the stuff we produce, because we have so much more that we have lined up for, and it's going to be great. So stay tuned for more things. Make sure to follow O2B Network on all social media platforms and all that. So check out the offtheballnetwork.com. Everything will be posted there. Articles, podcasts, YouTube stuff, you name it, everything will be posted there. Future stuff that we plan on doing. So on that note, guys, appreciate all the love, support, and like I said, Off the Boat Network is going to be something special. So I'm excited about this. Take care, guys.
What's happening, y'all? It's your main man, Coach, over here watching the basketball games and cheering on my wonderful Mets, who are driving me absolutely wonderfully crazy right now. I mean, I wrote down a whole. I wrote. It made me write it down, man. It's been irking me that much. Someone said it on Twitter earlier, and I do apologize. I don't necessarily remember who said it best, but they said it wonderfully, in my opinion. When you look back on the 17 to 20 Mets, you'll realize that the Wilpons and Brody Van Wagenen threw away a world-class, daggone, this close to winning the World Series type team. Cheapness, ineffectiveness, downright pitiful calls. It's just a symptom. I mean, but this season in particular, we always start slow anyway. But then to start slow when there's only 60 games. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing. I'm pounding my fist and it's making the camera shake, so I'm sorry. But again, 60 games. You know, we can't afford to start slow, but we got a brand spanking new manager who this is his first go round. He's still trying to figure out how much to push, what to play with as far as the field and goes and all of that. He's got a lot on his plate. And for a first time guy, with the cold bats, I mean, because we're not hitting. We're just, again, and we got the bats. I don't understand why we're not hitting, but we're not hitting. I mean, it's driving me crazy. And then, Brody, you need to handle these opt-outs better. I mean, I don't know how, but the optics of this just do not look well. It doesn't look good for you. It doesn't look good for any of us. You know, and then the losses. I mean, like even yesterday, the Nationals, we lost 2-1. I mean, Porcello is not our ace. So anytime he could limit the damage, we got to be able to take advantage and pull us out of that. I'm sorry, I'm frustrated. I'm thinking about Matt's as I'm talking to you guys right now, and his performance has been. But the thing about Matt's is Matt's has been up and down his whole career, and we needed Mr. Pete Reagan here to guide him again this season, but unfortunately Mr. Pete Reagan was like 86 years old last year, so he ain't coming. I mean, we struck out on free agencies because we haven't gotten better. You know, and actually I feel like with Neil Walker, even with Todd Frazier, we let guys go potentially that were glue guys that did the little things for us that kept us winning, whether on the field or in the clubhouse. But I do hear some good news on the horizon. I hear that the Mets are down to their final 3 bids and they have to be in by the 31st of this month, which I'm very happy for because now it's down to Cohen, Harris Blitzer, or Aaron J-Lo now. So at least we know it won't be the Wilpons, and then hopefully after that it won't be Brody Wagenen, and then we'll bring in, I mean, you had Joe Girardi out there at the beginning of the year. Listen, man, I love my Mets. I love y'all. I always will, but we got to get this right at the top so that it trickles down and then we get back to winning. Talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of the show. Yeah, you guys. I'm telling you. That's how I feel about this Mets situation right now. It's just, and I know who's at fault, but all we can do is just sit back and just wait and see. Speaking of sitting back and waiting and seeing, next up, my brother, Jay Stevens, from the Jay Stevens podcast, right there on Spotify, talking about today's news about the college football withdrawals. Enjoy, y'all. Candid Corner.
What's up, guys? Jay Stevens here, host of the Jay Stevens podcast. And man, oh man, I am not happy. I don't agree with the decision that has come out, possibly or partly because I don't believe it has been safety that the Pac-12 and Big Ten are saying was the deciding factor in the decision making of, or the decision coming out that Pac-12 sports, however, not just football, Pac-12 sports will not be played until 2021. The Big Ten, no football in 2020, postponing both seasons, possibly, not concretely, possibly postponing both seasons till 2021, till the spring. Spring football, not a good idea. Don't think it's going to happen. Spring football, okay, cool. We're going to start football in January or February in the Midwest or in the Midwest or Pacific Northwest. Yeah, guys, think about that weather. Think about that weather. People up in the Midwest, which is where I live, not normally. No, where I live. Yeah, during that time period, we want to go down south. Nobody wants to play football in 15, 10 degrees, 20 degrees. Are you crazy? Think about how hard it is when you get hit when it's that cold. Not an option. Not going to happen. Don't think it's good when you put that in with the NFL draft. Don't think that's good either. NFL draft under the CBA. I believe they can push the draft back to possibly June 1st, but think about it. Not every person playing football, and let's say that Pac-12 and Big Ten play in the spring, have the Rose Bowl as kind of like the capitalization at the end of the season, whenever that may be, April, May, whatever. You're going to have the draft in June. Let's say it goes back to June. Let's say the NFL cooperates with the Pac-12 and Big Ten. Okay, cool. You're going to start up football and play the first game Labor Day of next year? Yeah, guys. The human body, it's not made for that. There's a reason why there's such a long off-season for football in every single level. Because your body needs to rest, recover, and recuperate from what just happened previously. The literal car accidents, as it is described by so many people that go on the football field. Yeah, your body has to recover. COVID-19 scary. I don't want anybody to get it, but I don't believe that's the biggest risk that people take when playing football. Also, I'm going to encourage all of you. I know it's a sports show. Encourage all of you, because as we watch on Twitter and social media, all these players, coaches speak out, talk about how they're heartbroken. Justin Fields, quarterback at Ohio State, tweeted out SMH ... Didn't get a lot of words, but we can all feel, not the full emotion, but we can feel the emotion somewhat of what he's feeling at this time. We can never know 100% what they're going through mentally, but just know it's drastic. And as Ryan Day said on College Football Live on ESPN, I think it was just a couple days ago, he came out and said that when the players got back on campus to start practice again, he could see their mental health improve and get drastically better. He described it this way. They started smiling. They started gaining weight. They got haircuts. And I know I'm looking rough. Trust me, y'all. Your boys get a haircut in a couple days. Trust me, my head's looking rough. Beard, head, all that. Looking a hot mess. But these players, these coaches, they know it wasn't about safety. I believe the presidents know it wasn't about safety. There's deeper things going on. And I feel really, really bad for the athletes, for the players that just saw their season just get their emotions get played with, and then their season get ripped away from them right when they were so close to playing game number one or getting game number one pushed back to a later date to get more data to see what happens when players start practicing to see if the virus and the positive cases goes up, goes down, or stays the same. Sad day, sad week, sad moment for college football. Hopefully, this doesn't get worse and we don't have to do this ever again.
Hey y'all, as you hear, we ringing the alarm in the building on the Candid corner. Woo! Watch it now. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. That was my brother, like I said, Jay Stevens, giving his great perspective. Always very interesting, always very provocative. I do appreciate you, man, and I appreciate your time. And hopefully we get you back on the show again in the near future. Next up, as you know, I'm the Knicks all day long, all day strong. You know, I go to war. I go to war on Twitter. It's got to be right. If they do wrong, they do wrong. But if they're doing something right, I don't want to hear bashing. I'm going to get at you. And if you guys want to see some of that live in action, come follow me at Fahim Insurance right there on Twitter. Go to my live website, darkknyte.com. That's darkknight.com. That was my rhyme name. You know, I got some things on there from that world, from when I was hosting my music shows and all that other good stuff. So come check me out. Also, access to the new podcast, Coach Five's Hot Box. That's right there too. So darkknight.com. Go hit me up at Fahim Insurance. Hit me up on Off the Ball Network. I'm there as well. So anywhere you need me, I'll be. I'll talk to you guys in a minute as soon as we get into this draft lottery and projections conversation. I appreciate y'all. Let's boogie. Hey, what's happening, y'all? Back again. Your main man, Coach Five. Decked out in my, you know what it is, knows what it is. So, we had a lot of actual good information and good news this week in Nicklandia, pardon me. We just got another new assistant head coach coming from Kentucky. Outstanding. Welcome to the family. I mean, Kenny Payne is going to make a good addition to an already squared away squad, and it looks like Thibodeau is really building out folk that understand the game, understand how to teach the game, mold the game, and craft players into the game. So that's very exciting. You know, in between him, Brock Aller, and the rest of, excuse me, guys, and the rest of the happy cast of characters, I'll say, it looks like they're really doing some diligent work there. They are seeing that in the last few years, in the last decade or two, we haven't had the same dedication to development, scouting, executive pedigree, and this devotion to a hard hat, defensive made culture. And that's what New York has always been known for. That's why we love Patrick. That's why we love Mace. That's why we, even though he's a knucklehead and sideways these days, that's why we love Oakley. I mean, tough as nails. That's, you know, I mean, now we love Bernard King because that dude was just nice. Just nice. But I'm just saying, you know, man, I love my Knicks. But to me, in my humble opinion, in the next 3 years, we will really see where this is going. But if I'm not mistaken, we're headed in very much the right direction. I'm not screaming championship, but perennial playoff team, you know, a tough challenge for anybody on any given night. You know, that's what we need, that's what we want, and that's what I'm looking forward to. And speaking of which, like I said, August 20th is the lottery. So now we're going to get a chance to see who our next future piece will be. And that's where all the speculation and stuff comes from. So based on what I've been checking out and with the stats on odds and all of that, it looks like we're probably going to be picking between 6 and 8 maybe. I don't know what's really there. There's a lot of names, there's a lot of speculation, and it really, really depends on how the draft goes, who goes 3, who goes 4, you know what I'm saying? With ESPN talking about this kid, Luka Garza, going first. We'll see, you know. Well, all of this is fun, all of this is great speculation and all those good things. But between the two Tyreses, Halliburton and Maxey, Anthony Edwards, Sadiq Bey, LaMelo Ball, Kira Lewis Jr., I mean, the Knicks Twitter water cooler is just a buzz. Just busy with activity, busy with speculation, busy with it all. It's great. It's really, really great. So I'm enjoying this part. You know, it's gonna get tough once the season starts and we start seeing and all of that. And of course, we all have players that we're attached to, and we're not sure now what this is gonna look like and who's gonna stay, who's gonna go. I'm really trying to stay away from bashing anybody on the team right now, as stated, because I feel like with the new guys coming in, they can really help rev up whoever's already there. So, listen, I'm also, I don't really like spending money, so listen, I like to keep what we got. I'm going to make these groceries work. Except Randall's spin move, right? But there's hope, in other words. And to those folk, y'all know I go after them, those beat writers that just continue to spout negativity, regardless as to if it's actually prevalent or not. Y'all gonna run out of this ink soon, because we're gonna be tired of clicking on it and defending it, and I know that's why y'all do it. Regular people don't necessarily react to your articles or help blow them up. But because we get mad and we retweet them and share them, that's how y'all get your word out there. You're going to stop using us to get your crap, your silly ideas out there. We are not the ones. And I darn sure aren't. Hey guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, if you guys are on Mixcloud, I just started, or I will be starting next week, a new actual podcast on Mixcloud called The Hot Box. So it'll be Coach Foss Hot Box. So check that out, and I want you guys to have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Don't be looking at my thumbs. All right, y'all. Back in effect. Got a little Houdini in the building. And now we got some beasties. Oh. All right. So we had my brother Jay talk on this college football scenario, and now we're gonna have my other brother Kieran, also from the Off the Ball Network. He's got a couple of words about this too. So let's tune in.
What's up? So this college football cancellation and postponement, it's all crazy. It's all insane to see what's going on about who's canceling and who's threatening to postpone. But the biggest deal is right now is they're making decisions right now based on information that's changing every day. And I don't understand how you can make these decisions that affect so many people down the line. Hundreds of athletes, thousands of fans, millions and millions of dollars for schools, for communities, for education, for all these things. And then for potentially for future players, for those with NFL aspirations, and those who have aspirations academically. It's going to just change so many things. The biggest question I have right now is how eligibility is going to work, because if you say you grant an extra year of eligibility if things get canceled, as you should, you 100% should, are they going to allow extra transfers? Is the NCAA going to step up and say, we are going to allow transfers for students? I think the amount of grad transfers is going to dramatically increase. There's going to be students that want to go play for their hometowns. They're not going to be in school anymore, because how many seniors are going to have that extra year of eligibility?
that they want to take advantage of. They want to play. They want to get that final season. But they have completed their degree, and they want to go back home. They want to start working their fields because realistically, a very small portion of these players are going to play in the NFL. And so you want to give them the opportunity to use this year of eligibility that was wrongfully taken from them, and you want them to have the opportunity to take fully advantage of what they've worked so hard for 3, 4, this possibly being their 5th year, maybe even 6th year for those guys who've redshirted. So you don't want to take that senior year away from all of them. It's the same thing. We'll see how it works with baseball. If you push it to the spring, is the transfer portal, how's that all going to work? My other question is...
All right, Kieran, thank you very much for that. I mean, again, both of you guys really kind of got it. I think you guys really kind of hit the hammer on the head, and there's just a whole lot still to learn about this, and I guess the debate still goes on, but we'll see what happens. Come fall and then come spring, you know. Honestly, I'm not the biggest college football cat in the world. I know. I'm sorry. I know. But that's why I wanted to have folk on the show that know and that believe and follow and you know, it's their thing. So we got some really great, passionate stuff out of them, and I really appreciate it, y'all. You know, great show, great information. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back. Oh, sorry, that part was fun. I gotta go back. MC Late, on my way out the door. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, y'all, I thank y'all very much once again, hanging out with the cat, chopping it up, talking about your favorite things, you know what I'm saying? It's always my pleasure. Big shouts to Kieran, big shouts to Jay, big shouts to Chris Lebron. Everybody that's a part of the Off the Ball Network, you know what I mean? This is what we do, man. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get this out once a week. I'm trying to get the podcast out once every 2 weeks. Just try to fill you guys with content and build it all up. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Look forward to tuning in next week. Please leave comments, subscribe, hit me up. I appreciate y'all. I do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'll leave y'all with some Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, y'all. And the Grand Wizard. Man, I see y'all next week. We going out with the Get Fresh crew right now.
Funny feeling, you're all sick of all these crap rappers biting their rhymes because I'm their backstabbers. But when it comes to me and my friend Doug Fresh, yeah, there is no competition because we are the best, yeah. Finesse and press, which we approve, and y'all will realize that we are the move. So listen close, so you all don't miss, as we go a little something like this. Hit it!
Peace out.
Well, if you feel alone, right, and you think you're on, somebody let me know.